Bye guys.
With Timberlake.
With YouTube.
And you're watching Blue TV.
How are you doing today? You alright?
Good, thank you. Yeah, very well, very well.
Good. What have you been up to recently? Any music writing, anything?
Yeah, last weekend we were in the rehearsal working out a few new songs.
Yeah, it's been a while, so it's time to make some more stuff now.
And are you on the way to a full-length feature album or more EPs or?
The idea, I think, would be the end of maybe this year is to go into the studio and record an album, 8 to 10 track album maybe. But at the moment we recorded a single just before Christmas. Yeah, at the moment I think it's just writing more songs and writing good material.
Very classic rock inspired, it has these spacey sort of elements, very sort of ambient sound, makes you for sort of more Richie rock and roll things. So
Yeah, I'd say it's got that classic blues rock vibe to it, that kind of 60s, 70s feel, but then a bit of a psychedelic-y edge to it as well.
It's kind of mysterious.
Yeah,
some of it.
And obviously there is that kind of Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, grunge twinge to it as well.
And if you could describe your sound in 3 words, what would it be?
So that would be like big, aggressive, and intense.
Recording yourselves versus getting signed onto a record label.
trust yourself, you can't trust like all these shady business people trying to like earn money on you. Sort of.
I mean, but then again, we've only had bad experience with label people. If you got the money for it, I'd say go for it. Just try to do it as much as you possibly can yourself. And if you get signed, just fucking go with it. You're probably gonna end up owing somebody millions, but at least you had a fucking good time.
Try read the terms and conditions as well, and the bottom line.
Yeah. Obviously it depends on the type of deal you get offered as well. A lot of artists, I don't know if it's still the same now, but I think back in the 90s and that,
It's not the same.
No, but they'd get offered deals where if they had to make a certain amount of sales on their first album, otherwise that should be chopped like that. But I imagine it's even probably more ruthless.
And what about in terms of playing live and stuff? What kind of vibes do you bring? Do you like to headbang and
we like to
rock
portray
out?
a lot of energy when we play live. A lot of energy, a lot of passion. But then again, if we're playing a song which has got a lot of dynamics, ups and downs, when we're bringing it down, we kind of like to portray like a mellowness on stage, and then when the track raises up, we kind of kick back in with full energy. But
which one do you prefer? Do you prefer playing festivals or would you prefer intimate gigs?
I think we all have a love for a good summer day open stage at a festival.
Beers.
Nice. Because then you get the whole feel of, come there, you watch the bands, have a couple of drinks, and then you play, which is amazing, just outside, when it's warm, which is rare, just the whole vibe. And then when you get off stage, just getting pissed in the field.
The dream, really.
But we also like the venues.
What was the weirdest gig you've ever played?
So that was the Underbelly. Okay, so we played this gig at the Underbelly in Shoreditch, and we got there. The first band on was what some might call Disney music. It was super cheesy, over the top, heavy pop songs. I'm like, alright, cool, sweet. Then the band finished, and then the next band came on. And it was even worse. No disrespect, because a lot of people, they like this kind of music. Who does like Disney songs? But it's just
if you're a rock band,
Jacob got his pom poms out.
No, that's what I mean. Then they finished, and the third band came on, and it might as well have been the soundtrack to Frozen. And and the funny thing was that we headlining this night, so then we play afterwards in the end. And it was so bizarre. like, you know, all respect to them playing their music, but it was just that's you know, one of the main problems with all these promoters and stuff is they don't think who they put in. They just put fucking random people in.
They just want to throw together a bill so then they can put on the night. That's what
Yeah.
they think, you know, it's there's no thought consideration into the band, the genres of the bands that they're putting on, and they don't do any research into the artists that they play. It's just, yeah, he's available, she's available, that they're available, fine, there you go. There's four artists, put the night on. Like.
You find that messes up the fans as well?
Of course, yeah, because I mean, everyone's got, you know, whether people admit it or not, everyone's got a genre that they kind of are more drawn towards. And
If you could like play any festival main stage, who would be? Where would you play, and who would you play with on share the stage with?
It's really hard. I mean, most of the great ones are dead.
Yeah.
It can be
Like,
Dead or Alive. We'll
Like,
go
the
with
three
Dead
of
or
us-
Alive.
The three of us, we're from Denmark, and there's two places you really want to play if you're a rock band in Denmark. That's Roskilde Festival and Copenhagen. Those two.
Nice.
That's probably my dream.
I think
But here in England,
I'd love to go to Download.
Download,
I've never been there, but
that's
I
a
really
one.
love to go there.
yeah, downloads.
Mad to play that.
And who would you share the stage with then, if you could like pick?
it's
We all have to pick one
Resurrection
band
and
each.
One band each, yeah.
That's
Is Resurrection allowed?
Yes, yeah. You can resurrect someone for this purpose.
I would love to share stage with Led Zeppelin. That would be amazing.
Led Zeppelin.
I'm kind of with Freddie on that, but
Yeah.
Pearl Jam, I'd love to play with Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
from Say the Doors.
Chris Cornell. I'd love to, you know, which means SoundCloud, obviously.
So I'll ask you some fun questions. What is your favorite retro video game?
Ooh, good question. I quite like Crash Bandicoot.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. That was a pretty fun
Yeah.
one. You got any suggestions?
Well, when I was a kid, way before I knew English, anything, went to Tenerife with my family, and I always wanted Pokemon Yellow, the Pikachu version, because I had like, I think it was like the first edition of Game Boy Color that came out, and back then I didn't know, obviously, but ended up buying this cheap version, like bootleg kind of thing that was like Spanish, something weird.
Was all the language in Spanish?
Everything was in Spanish, and even the name, like, didn't even say
Hola,
Pokemon.
Pikachu.
It said something else, and you know, back then I didn't know. I had no idea, but you know, I found it like 10 years later. I was like, this is
This is
funny.
hilarious.
So that's
Deceived
probably.
me.
If you're as hardcore as you say, what was the weirdest thing you put into your mouth? I think as Ozzy Osbourne has put a bat into his mouth.
I'll let
How
Ralph
explicit
answer
can we
that
go
one.
with this?
I want to let Ralph answer this one. You must have this in wisdom.
Yeah, he's like Ray Mears. He could survive in the jungle with nothing.
Really?
Well, yeah. Yeah, you remember, like, when we were quite young teenagers, like, once we were pretty damn drunk back in Denmark, and we were like,
Surprise.
there's like this big ass spider sitting in a web.
Oh my god.
And Jacob doesn't really like spiders.
I'm fucking
Me either. I'm
terrified.
terrified as
So I
well.
was just like, to prove that it's not dangerous, I just took it and sort of ate it.
Oh.
I can still remember the sound.
Oh my god.
It's cracking like.
Yeah, it tastes lovely.
The Danish British.
What does it taste like?
It's kind of creamy.
Ew.
Oh. Yeah, the
That is
caterpillar
as
was
hardcore
Eat some insects.
as the bat situation, I think.
Yeah, Ozzy with the bat. Yeah, that'd be you.
Yeah.
Remember Ozzy Osbourne when he bit the head off the bat?
Oh, damn.
That's going to be you in a few years' time, mate.
That's it.
When you play Wembley, you have to do that now.
Yeah.
And to wrap it up, so guys, what's next? Album with a cool album art.
We got something.
We've got some
but-
big things.
Some big things for 2018.
We got stuff coming up within the next 6 months, but we need to get details down and
Yeah,
everything.
we've got a tour
Oh,
planned
sick.
as well.
Yeah.
Small scales tour, which is quite epic, but we kind of
Can't say much.
yeah. Well,
We're
we're
leaving the country, that's all we
yeah.
can really say.
It's not in the UK.
It's not in the UK.
So everyone watching
Okay.
Boo TV can guess. We'll have a little guessing game where we're going.
If they guess it
Been
right,
now soon.
if they guess the place and venue, you can have a free ticket.
Yeah, they can
Cool.
they can come on the plane with us.
Nice. We'll put it out there to the fans.
Yeah, competition time, Temple Lake competition.
Yeah, so we got pretty big things coming up 2018. We've got song coming out, and then our tour, and it's gonna be great. Like,
Sick.
It's sad that we cannot say anymore, but
I'm sure we're
leave
gonna
it to your imagination.
have some festivals lined up as well. In the summertime.
Nice.
As well in the
Some
summer.
British ones, so people
Yeah.
can catch you in the summer
Yeah.
at the festivals. Awesome. Sick. Nice speaking with you guys anyway.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
I'd like to report some woman. She keeps following me with the camera.